Title: Polar Pace, the Arctic Avenger. In the frigid depths of the Arctic Circle, where the icy winds howl and the snow-capped peaks loom like frozen sentinels, a legend is born, a legend of speed, power, and untamed fury. His name is Polar Pace, a polar bear like no other, gifted with the incredible ability to move at speeds unmatched by any creature on Earth. But Polar Pace's journey to becoming the Arctic Avenger was not an easy one. It began on a fateful night, when a bolt of lightning streaked across the sky, illuminating the frozen landscape with its blinding brilliance. In that moment, everything changed. For as the lightning struck the icy tundra, it unleashed a surge of energy unlike anything the world had ever seen, a force of nature so powerful, so overwhelming, that it transcended the boundaries of reality itself, and in its wake, it left behind a creature of pure speed and raw power, Polar Pace. Born from the very essence of the Arctic itself, Polar Pace found himself imbued with the incredible ability to move at speeds beyond comprehension, a gift that set him apart from his fellow polar bears and elevated him to the status of a living legend. But with unmatched power came great accountability, and Polar Pace soon realized that his newfound abilities came with a heavy burden, for he was not alone in the Arctic wilderness, and there were those who sought to exploit his powers for their own nefarious purposes. And so, with the fate of the Arctic hanging in the balance, Polar Pace embarked on a quest to harness his powers and protect his homeland from those who would seek to harm it. With each stride he took, he felt the exhilarating rush of the Arctic winds against his fur, his speed unmatched and his determination unwavering. But as he raced across the frozen landscape, Polar Pace soon discovered that his powers were not without their limits. For every burst of speed brought with it the risk of losing control, and the consequences of his actions could be catastrophic if he did not learn to master his abilities. And so, with the help of his fellow polar bears and the wisdom of the elders, the White Canucks Polar Pace embarked on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment, a journey that would test his strength, his courage, and his very soul. Through trials and tribulations, victories and defeats, Polar Pace honed his powers to perfection, mastering the art of speed and harnessing the energy of the Arctic itself to become the hero that his homeland needed. And as he raced across the frozen expanse of the Arctic, his roar echoing across the ice, Polar Pace knew that he had found his purpose, the purpose of a hero destined to protect the Arctic and all who called it home. For Polar Pace, the Arctic Avenger, the journey was just beginning, and as long as there were those in need of his help, he would continue to race against the winds of fate, his speed unmatched and his spirit unbroken, a beacon of hope in the frozen wilderness. End of story.